Everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael, and thank you so much for being here with me today in this space. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. So today I wanted to try something a little bit different. Spirit sent me a download, and so today this reading is going to be for people who are life path number one. Okay, if you don't know what your life path number is, I really encourage you to look up how to calculate that. It's basically just taking your date of birth and adding it all together and getting one single number at the end. There's lots of great resources out there online that can help you do this. Okay, so for those of us that are life path number one, this will be your reading today. And also, this can be your reading if you've been seeing repeating sequences of the number one also. So for any of you that is the case, you are meant to be here today. And this is going to be your reading and confirmation and guidance today. So just a little bit of background on life path number one before we get started. People who are path number one are often leaders and pioneers. They have the power to manifest things super quickly, and they tend to not let anyone or anything stand in the way of accomplishing their goals and dreams. If you're a life path number one, you have a strong spirit and you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. You're also probably quite resilient. And you also love finding new and innovative ways of doing things. Now, the number one is the number of self. So sometimes others might view you as a little bit self-centered. But of course, self-centeredness is going to happen to all of us because we came into this life to learn about ourselves, didn't we? And lastly, in numerology, just kind of as an overall, the number one is considered a root number, which includes the numbers 0 through 9 and also 10. Number one is also thought to be a sacred number, especially when we see repeated sequences of it. For example, seeing 1111 as the time on the clock, or or license plates with the number one repeated in some sort of sequence. Many people see ones as a message from their angels and spirit guides as being on the right track, and to let them know that they are on the right path and being divinely guided. Okay, and so with that, let's get into your reading here. The first thing I've done is I've pre-shuffled and picked 3 Moon Oracle cards for you. And so the first one that is coming through is New Moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. And that's the message, bring love into the situation. So New Moon in Aquarius energy is a time of progress and innovation. Okay. And so if you can combine the energies of love and innovation and progress, then Spirit is saying this will be a good thing to do this month. All right, now the second moon card we have is New Moon in Sagittarius, and the message here is luck is on your side. Okay, so this is where Spirit is saying good things are coming into your life, and whatever they are for you personally, they are quite certainly going to put a smile on your face, is what I'm feeling with that card. And lastly, we have a time to give rather than take. And this is New Moon in Virgo energy. Now, Virgo energy is quite practical, grounded. It's also very detail oriented. So here the universe is telling you to get organized, right? Analyze your goals, take action towards fulfilling your dreams without being overly critical of yourself. That is the message that I'm getting there. And interestingly, all 3 of these cards are new moon energy. We have 3 different new moon energies coming through for you. And so I just get a lot of fresh, vibrant energy. I'm seeing like an orb of green and yellow light coming through. I'm not sure what this is, but yeah, it looks like for those of you on life path number one, um, this month is going to be a lot of new, fresh, innovative energy. Okay, Now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards out of my tarot deck to see what other messages Spirit is sending through for your confirmation and guidance this month. Now, as always, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. And if that's the case, please do leave it behind and take only the messages that resonate for you. Okay, so the overall general energy for the reading is the Eight of Cups. So this is telling me, so this is a card of releasing, surrendering, or walking away from things that no longer serve you or that are no longer working for you. It's kind of like this, if you feel like you've been banging your head against a brick wall lately, it's time to walk away from things that simply are not working anymore. Um, it's important to remember that if a door just won't open, it's not your door. And that's what the Eight of Cups is kind of telling me, is maybe perhaps there is something going on, something that you've been doing for a while, and it just keeps feeling like the light is green, the light is red, the light is green, the light is red, and you can't get out of this intersection, or you can't walk through this door. It's elusive, right? So if that's the case, it might be time to take a step back and think, is this really aligned with my soul's purpose? Is this something that I, in my core, feel right about doing? And this will look different for all of us. But I really feel like Spirit is saying, stop banging your head against a brick wall. Okay. Now, in the recent past, we have the world in reverse. Okay, the world is all about enlightenment and feeling like you have a global view of things. So um, I really feel like a lot of you that are watching this video have recently come to a state where it feels like things are coming to fruition spiritually or just on a different plane. Maybe it's something beyond the physical realm, and you feel like you have a more rounded out global view of things, and that's come in through your recent past. Okay. In your current situation, we have the Knight of Swords, which is like charge. Okay. The Knight of Swords, yeah. Be on the lookout for messages or people or opportunities that are coming in. They might be coming in hot. Okay. This is a really fast paced energy. He's carrying the sword of truth with him, which is always also, you can see it's a double-edged sword. So just remember which side of the sword you wish to use, my friends. And in the near future, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this could be a couple different things I'm getting for some of you. This could be the end of a partnership or a relationship of some kind, but it could also be a purging of things in a relationship of some kind. Doesn't have to be like a marriage or an intimate or a romantic relationship. Can also be a strong friendship, a family member. But this could be like a purging of things that are no longer working in that relationship. Okay, and this is coming in the near future. So Spirit is saying, take some time to look at what works and what doesn't in this relationship. I'm not sure what relationship it is. You'll have to take that as it resonates for you. But yeah, releasing, surrendering things that are no longer working, kind of like we were just talking about with the Eight of Cups. Okay, if you feel like you've been banging your head against a brick wall in this relationship, perhaps it's not a matter of walking away from it entirely, but just finding some new solutions, ways to resolve things, and try something different. Okay, and now let's pull some personal messages for the people that are on life path number 1. Or like I said, this could also be if you're seeing just repeated instances of the number 1 frequently in your life. Anybody that's here watching this video, like I said, you're meant to be here. If you found this video, it wasn't by coincidence. There are no such thing as coincidences in our lives. So if your higher self could give you a message, what would it be? They'll come out through this card. Okay, so the message of this card is you're feeling trapped. Perhaps there's a lack of fulfillment in your life, or maybe you're a slave to the allure of materialism or substance, and it's rendering you powerless. Okay, and this is the devil energy. Now, I always tell people, don't be afraid of this card. It's simply letting you know if you're feeling powerless, remember that fulfillment does not always come from well, it rarely comes from material abundance or, this is like money can't buy happiness. Alcohol cannot bring you happiness. It might take the edge off for a minute, but it won't truly fulfill you. Okay, this is the same thing with obsession, your shadow self. So maybe the universe is saying take some time to do some shadow work here. Okay, let's see what else we get here. The world again. Okay, the message of this card is if the world reveals itself in this position, it is showing that there is great unity and wholeness. Something big is happening. A marriage, birth, new job, or something similar. Your efforts are being noticed and you will soon reap the rewards. You will reap the rewards of this global outlook on things. Okay, and let's do one more. The Three of Cups. Okay, and the message here is you are entering a happy time in your life. You may be reconnecting with a long-lost friend, relative, or loved one, or you may be celebrating something important to you. Spend quality time with the people most important to you. All right. And so this has been the Life Path number 1 reading for the month of July. Thank you so much for being here with me. And if you're enjoying my content, please consider hitting that like button or subscribing if you feel called to. Thank you again and have a great rest of the month.